Okay. Come on, guys. Come on, for our guests. All right, everybody come up on stage. Adolphus Waylee, welcome. We've got Sanson Jr. We've got Thu Nguyen. Wechsler, come on up. Tricia Helfer. Ryan Kwanten. Piven, and our writer, director, editor, producer, so many things, Luke Sparke!
Right on Nick. That's what Nick is.
So many things.
So many things.
Okay, so look at that.
Should we move down?
There's some chairs between
No,
us.
there's Nick coming.
All right, here we go.
And Ryan moved down.
Everybody move down. Let's get nice and cozy.
Got the hot seat for you. Where's the water?
We share. It's okay.
Hey Nick, welcome.
Sorry.
How you doing?
I'm trying to use the restroom.
It is an ill-advised time to take a restroom break. However, here we all are. Yay!
You're one fan.
Tons of fans. Okay, because this is a safe space and we're all friends here, let's very quickly go down the line. And could you please share with us, out of this cast, who do you feel like would put up the most effective fight against a dinosaur? Luke, let's kick it off.
Ryan. 100% Ryan.
Nice. Jeremy, who's your money on? Where's your microphone?
Yeah, I mean, I think Jericho is so delusional that you want to just throw him into the belly of the beast, right?
I wouldn't want to go up against him if I was a dinosaur, so.
Smart move.
Yeah. Nick, what do you think?
I'd say Ryan, he was just the most committed. I mean, look at what he fucking did.
I know, right? It's like the only time that I've been scared for the Raptors. I was like, wow. Ryan, who are you taking in a dinosaur fight out of
It's
this?
a collective effort. It's a collective effort. That's fucking asshole.
Tricia, how about you?
Definitely our leader, Ryan.
Yeah. Man, you throw a grenade like nobody's business. All right, Anna, what do you think?
I think Tricia. I mean, she's so epic.
She's got brains and strength, everybody.
Most definitely.
Is this one?
It's not. How dare that microphone?
How dare. I'm going to say Anna.
Yeah.
The way she was stabbing out of there at the end there, I'm like,
Yes.
ooh.
Thank you so much for bringing that up. We're going to put a pin in that. We are going to return to it because it is what I like to call the stabby scene. Yes.
Yeah, she's stabby a dinosaur for sure.
Adolphus, how about you?
I'll say Xavier. Did you see how he was with the machete? Of course.
It's a good day to be a machete. It really is. All right, so Luke, you wore so many hats to get this movie to the screen. Can you talk about the one that you felt was the most natural, but also the one that made you think, maybe I should have outsourced this?
I take a mic, please.
Oh, fun. Hot mic, pass the mic.
That's okay. That's a good question. Most of the roles I had both feelings throughout the entire shoot, one day or the other. But look, if I have to pick one, directing is my favorite thing. You know what I mean? Apart from editing, but directing definitely felt the most natural for this. I had it in my head. I read the book from Ethan. I think Ethan's here tonight, so big round of applause for Ethan, the writer of the book as well. There it is. I read the book I knew what I wanted to do for directing. The one that I probably bit off more than I could chew throughout the process, but I got there in the end, was obviously the visual effects. I mean, I produced the visual effects, I supervised the visual effects, I found a team for the visual effects, and had that all working, 365 days, 7 days a week, all the time. So at one point there, more than one point, definitely, I was like, oh my god, I am so in over my head when you start watching the rough cuts and you go again and again. I'm like, what? There are so many dinosaurs. There is a lot of dinosaurs in this movie, and there's feathers, and there's water, and there's handy-cam, handheld shots of dinosaurs, which all is very, very technical to do. So yeah, but we got there.
It started out and I thought, oh man, you did this the tricky way of making it dark, sometimes raining, also in trees. And then all of a sudden I see dinosaurs on the shore and I went, uh-oh. He took it there, like he's showing us these effects. It was bold, it looked great.
Yeah, it was a big swing.
Yeah.
It goes from like this, I love it how it goes from like, you know, like you said, a couple of guys in the forest at night, and in the end, there's 1,000 raptors fighting these dudes. I mean, never seen that before. Come on.
Memorable. Right? Exactly. We're getting some applause out there for good reason. So Jeremy, you were, you know, bossing everyone around as Jericho is wont to do, but how badly did you wish that you were really out there with the vultures, like running around and mixing it up? Scale of 1 to 10. With 10 being, I wanted to be out there.
I did want to be out there. I was on a stand-up comedy tour, and they were kind enough to shoot me out very quickly. And they did an incredible job, and they took it very seriously, and they absolutely crushed it. So I wouldn't change a thing.
Nice. And Nick, let's talk about the thing on set that you see up there that you did and you go, okay, I gotta pat myself on the back for that.
I'm not good at patting myself on the back.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough question to ask in front of a gigantic group of people, but that's just how I roll. So.
Can I answer it for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, let's pat. You know, I'll allow it. Please, Ryan, go ahead and answer.
Sorry, Grae. This movie needs sort of that comedic relief, for lack of a better word, and this is my first time seeing it, and just the delivery, the poise, the still adding to the levity of it. Yeah, I mean, really just an exquisite job, and it wasn't like that on the page. You know, he really did sell those lines in a way that, you know, this movie needed. So, yeah.
And Nick, would you like to respond to that?
No.
Well, actually, what Ryan said segues really well into what I wanted to talk to you about, because this movie, it manages to be a lot of fun. There's action, there's dinosaurs, but there is something else that's very significant, and that's how it deals with what's going on with our military. You know, there's a lot of nuance in this, and can you talk about, you know, the responsibility that you felt with that context in the script, like creating that, and how did you go about, you know, being really respectful with these characters while still having a good time?
Yeah, however fictional our story is, it's still theoretically based on based during a real war. So and we had, you know, one of the premier military consultants working with us, and Luke was smart enough to have him employed the entire time. And he's now a really good friend of all of us. And look, to have someone like that on set all the time it's also a burden. You have to kind of live up to that expectation, and we came to set prepared every day, but also prepared to sort of throw out that preparation, and sort of, you kind of have to. We shot this in a minimal amount of time with really minimal amount of money, and to see what we saw and what I saw tonight, it was pretty mind-blowing. And you really have to, look, take your hat off to Luke. The man was obsessed for 3-4 years, and it shows. You don't get this far with a screening in Hollywood, a small independent Aussie movie. Can you believe it? This is an independent Aussie movie. And just really remarkable. Luke, his team, everyone has just been top to toe, stellar.
And I'm sure that whatever price tag is on it, no one would believe it. It's one of those movies where the result it speaks volumes. So nicely done. Now, Tricia, it's become one of my favorite things to watch you just dominate and kick ass in whatever you're in, and even if it's like in a low-key way or a high-key way. But speaking of context that this movie has, like, did you take any kind of inspirations from favorite characters or particularly strong characters? Because yours is really going through something in this movie. You know, and I was like, oh, damn, she's about to shoot some morphine. She almost gets eaten by a dinosaur. That needs to be dealt with emotionally, certainly.
Yes, I mean, I tried to focus on what Sophia had gone through leading up to getting to this spot, and she's definitely in a position and place of hiding. You know, she's learned the patterns of the dinosaurs, and she's basically just hiding and feeling completely lost. So she needed Walter Spot to come in and get her out of that, but I didn't draw from any other characters or anything per se. I just tried to delve right into it. Like Ryan said, we shot this very quickly, and we also, I don't know about everybody else, but found out I was doing it very shortly before filming. So it was kind of just immediately just trying to get, I wanted to get the addiction angle right and the trauma angle right. And then lead out from there.
It worked, absolutely. All right, so now, Anna, we have arrived at you, in which I get to again say stabby, stabby scene. That was, this character, speaking of context once again, like your character is so devastated as to what she has seen her land go through.
Yes.
And so her rage makes a lot of sense. But can you talk about creating that scene and even the choreography and perhaps like a rehearsal? Because it is jaw-dropping.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We had a great fight choreographer and a stunt team to help while training, but for me, in order to layer it on, I had to really dig deep into the humanity of it, and I spoke to quite a few people who went through it, in particular my parents. So that was something that was really important for me to portray in order to honor their legacy and their journey with the Vietnam War and the whatever's gone on after that as well. So that helped to layer on the emotional aspect of it. And then it's really, on top of that, like a dance with your partner, essentially. Even though it does look very aggressive and it's filled with rage, you can't do that without a partner that looks after you and you look after your partner in that sort of scene. So yeah, like I felt very safe while doing it, but the safety also helped me to unleash the anger.
I'm kind of inwardly delighting at the use of your word safe, because I was like, he wasn't safe. That's for damn certain.
I'm glad it didn't look safe, but I did feel very safe.
Exactly, yeah, that's important. That helps create that, movie magic.
Yeah.
And Carlos, you get, in the beginning of the movie, there's like numerous new guy references that I noticed kind of disappear as the team really gels. Nobody's messing towards the end.
Yeah, I earned my spot.
Did you feel any of that energy, like that kind of jokingly new guy energy coming from your castmates as you all were getting to know each other and starting to film?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I felt so, I guess, starstruck working with all these guys. And there was an element of like, I feel like I've got to prove myself here in terms of like, I'm working with some incredible talent. And so there was a bit of art imitating life there. One scene in particular, when we're in the Collider, the first one, I got to watch Tricia and Ryan, just go at it initially. And I remember telling you guys this, it was like watching a masterclass. And like, acting students pay a lot of money to attend those things and watch the greats do it. And I remember feeling just so fortunate and lucky to witness it. And then also try and focus on what my character's doing and not get distracted. But yeah, definitely felt new guy energy and felt like I had to prove myself for sure. I hope I did that.
Is it wrong with me that during that scene when we've got Ryan and Tricia going, just unleashing on each other, I was like, kiss? And it didn't happen and it was fine, but I also was like, oh man, but then comes the T-Rex and it was cool and I was like, okay, I got what I wanted out of this. And Adolphus, is this your first time seeing it?
Yes, it's my first time.
Okay, so you're in the same shoes as the audience here?
Yeah, everyone else. I got to see some of it during like ADR, but apart from that, yeah, this was the first time and I was glued to my seat. I think the director was right behind me. Luke was right behind me. Like, oh no. But it was, yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes, really.
Well, and that's what I would like to delve into just a little bit, and the joy of seeing this come to life on screen, because so much of it was your imagination.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like, well, as an actor, that's your job, really, to, you know, imagine and make things happen. But with this, we were there, like, reacting to like lasers and reacting to people in blue suits, and so all of that. yeah. Watching that back and seeing how it all like played out, and how it turned out, I'm like, yeah, Luke, you did your thing. You did.
Does that mean that there were people in blue suits that were like raptors later?
Yeah. I had all the tricks.
Yes!
I had all the tricks. One of our military advisors at one point was a raptor. Yeah, I had to put him in a blue suit, and he came down and did it. I did mocap, I did blue suits, I did, you know, obviously imagination, and then we had a puppet a couple of times as well.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
Amazing. Did you put yourself in there at all? Did you hitchcock this?
No, I didn't hitchcock this one.
Oh, next time. All right, well, that's for the next primitive war.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some dinosaurs in Iraq that we get turned into oil. I'm just saying. Politically, I think that was probably a terrible thing to say, so why don't we end on that note? And thank you for coming out to the world premiere of Primitive War. Adolphus Waylee, Sanson Jr, Thu Nguyen, Nick Wechsler, Tricia Helfer, Ryan Kwanten, Jeremy Piven, and Luke Sparke. We thank you. Have a great night.